Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. All right, last Thursday and Friday, I started in with the Proverbs, and I challenged you to consider reading one chapter a day. Because if we read one chapter each day, we'll read through the Proverbs in a month. Now you might be saying, well, what do I do the next month? Read them again. And you read them again. And you read them again. And when you do that, you begin to assimilate them and begin to let them cultivate and grow in your heart. I didn't have a chance to look at many Proverbs with you, but today is the 6th, I believe, if I'm keeping my calendar right. And on February the 6th, if we were going to read through them today, we would go to chapter 6 of Proverbs, if we're going to read through it in a month, I should say. So let's just go there together and look at it. Here is Proverbs chapter 6. And look, the people who translated this Bible in italics, they added practical warnings. That wasn't in the original. That's just their subtitle, so it orients you to what you're about to read. And look at chapter 6, verse 1. It begins with, "My son." Now, you might be saying, wait a minute, that's misogynist. That's sexist. That says my son. What about my daughter? Now look, I got 4 daughters and a passel of granddaughters. I only have one son. I do have 2 grandsons. But this is not misogynist. This is my son in the sense of a father passing on advice to his son who's going to be the king. But these proverbs are included in Scripture for us all to read and benefit from. So it begins, "My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor." That seems kind of weird. Let's keep reading. "If you've given your pledge for a stranger." Again, seems kind of weird. "If you're snared in the words of your mouth or caught in the words of your mouth, then do this, my son, and save yourself." All right, let's just pause for a moment and think this through, because ultimately what we want to know is, how does this change my life today? I don't know that I've really put up security for my neighbor, given my pledge for a stranger. Not really. Snared in the words of your mouth, that happens to me all the time. Bingo! Ding, 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 ding. Bonus round on verse 2. Snared in the words of your mouth, caught in the words of your mouth. Can you imagine how often that happens to us? You know, don't live in a house with a baby monitor that's turned on, because you will go check on those babies and you will sing some silly song or mutter something under your breath that anybody else visiting in the house is going to hear because they're on the other side of the monitor. I've done that one before. I've sent emails where I hit a BCC, I hit a reply all, where I didn't mean to hit a reply all. I've sent emails on a chain that had lawyers for the other side on it, where I thought I was talking to my side only, and I had to quick recall the message. Look what he says. If you're snared, and snared is in the sense like you're caught like a bird or in a rabbit trap. If you've been trapped by the words of your mouth, you're caught in the words of your mouth. Do this and save yourself. I like this. It says, if you've come into the hand of your neighbor, that must be that pledge stuff, then go hasten and plead urgently with your neighbor. Go fix it. Don't give your eye sleep. Don't give your eyelids slumber. Save yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the hand of the fowler. He says, if you're caught in something, fix it. Now, I can apply that in my life. There are times I'd like to bury my head in the sand like an ostrich. But the Proverbs say, if you've flubbed it, you need to try to fix it. That's good advice for living. And that's good advice for me. And I prayerfully want to try to figure that out. Sometimes that means I need to apologize to people. Sometimes that means I just need to shut up. What's the old saying? If you're stuck in a hole with a shovel, at least quit digging. I need to, you need to address these things. Don't run from your responsibilities. That's what this passage is saying. And that I can apply even if I don't get trapped pledging something for a stranger. We got more stuff to talk about this week. I'm really excited about looking at the Bible. We're going to shift tomorrow to parables because there's a lot of those. But this is your video thought for today.